Queensland! G'day, welcome to the channel. My family and I love building and testing some of the coolest setups around. From old classics, modern day dual cabs, and everything else in between. So come along and join the family on Graham Harris Four-Wheel Drive Adventures. G'day guys and girls, welcome back. Well, today something a little bit different in the shed. We've got our mate, we're getting these 2014 D-Max prepped up for the Cape. We're doing a bit of a diff drop kit in it today by this mob. Hey Brad.
G'day.
Weirdo. Who made it? Superior. Well, I think it's just Superior. But anyway, it's just a bolt-on kit. We took the original one out, which is that plate there, and so he just sat up in under there. You take him out with those 4 bolts, those two there, drop this main bolt out here, and that new one literally bolts straight back up into those 4, they're 14mm bolts. Once you get them done, these spaces, they go in up here, sit above them. I don't think it's a little bit dark for you guys, but he just sits up there above that one there. So take your bolt out, put your new bolt in. It comes for a packet of bolts. There's like a couple of bolts there, long one there to go on the other side. And he just literally, where you got your standard one there, that comes out, that bit literally goes in above him and bolts back up, and that's dropping your diff down and your CV angles. And let's get that done. What else are we doing to him? We're doing
Top and bottom ball joints, tie rod ends, and rear diff oil. That's about it.
A couple of little bits and pieces, just getting it all ship shape, ready to go up the Cape. And a couple of weeks time, heading up there and giving a bit of a run. But not very often you see a D-Max in the shed, but have hoist well used. So jumping up there, and we'll get a bit more of this done. Righto, diff drops in. You can see the angle of the CVs have definitely changed. It's a hell of a lot more flatter. All bolted up. Hi. Weirdo. And but yeah, that's dropped in. There's definitely about an inch clearance in amongst this now. You can see it's come down a hell of a lot further. Job done. Okay, next little bit, we just dropped the diff oil out of him. It's not real good, it's not a real good colour at all, that stuff. Hadn't been changed for a bit, but so we drop it, even more, drop him out, and stick a bit of degreaser in there, clean him out, flush a bit of other oil through it, clean him up, let him drain, and put some good stuff in. Diff will be done. Next on the list, we're putting a couple of tie rod ends in him. Brand new one stuck in this side. Brad's just doing the other one on this side here. He's using the appropriate tools for the job, and just lay into it. Boom! Dust everywhere. And so you just break them apart. Make sure you undo that nut. And he just pops off like that. Right, our next little job we're doing, we're taking these standard hubs off the front of the D-Max, which we'll be doing to the Colorado at a little bit later date. We're sticking these other set of hubs on. What are they, AVMs? This set of freewheeling hubs. And they just bolt straight on, eh Brad? Just nice and simple. Take the other ones off, they bolt on. Bolt them on. They come with their own little gasket and everything, and yeah, bolt on. And what's the reason behind this, Brad? They'll give it better fuel economy. You're not spinning your CVs constantly.
Yeah, that's what I believe. If they're not spinning constantly, they're not wearing the CVs, and it should be a bit more fuel efficient. But we'll see. It's one of those tests that you do and see what happens afterwards. But
a lot of people do it, but hey.
Yeah.
And can't do it with a Mahindra yet, just trying to figure out whether I can, under warranty, put my own on, or whether I've got a dealer to do it for me. They're still trying to figure that out, but I'd really like to do it to the Mahindra as well. And apparently Nissan Patrol one's fit, but yeah, I'm not doing that until I find out a little bit more about it. But yeah, so we'll stick these on the D-Max and see how they look. So while we're down working on the D-Max, getting it together, kids are all tearing around up the backyard on the motorbikes, having a bit of fun. Good having a bit of land, you can just get the kids out to muck around without hurting themselves too much. Mow a little track. But it's all about having kids, and when you're working on cars and stuff like that, they can either help you out, which they do a fair bit. They can also get out and have some fun when they want to. It's good to see. So next on a little mission, we're dropping in these upper and lower ball joints. We've got the bottom one in here, top one's out ready to go in. Brad's just over here doing the bottom one on his. And coming together slowly. Righto, we've got all the lower ball joint on. Brad's finishing doing up the top one. And we've got one more to do on the other side. And put the wheels back on, she'll be a goer. Quick little project for Ray, but just replacing these little bits and pieces in your ute before you go on away on a trip certainly helps, you know, in longevity and protection of all the vital componentry in here that's going to rattle the pieces up some of these roads. So it's well worth do a little bit of maintenance before you head off. Well done, Brad. Oh, look at this legend go. Hey, look at NASCAR Brad, they called him. Oh, there we go, all done. Little ISUZU D-Max back on the ground, back on the road. So we've got all new front hubs on him, upper, lower control ball joints, and the diff drop kit all put in him today. So good little effort. And these hoists make everything so handy, eh? But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a bit different today. And stay tuned. Cheers.